Hi there, we created this video to help you simplify your grocery shopping. So if you're looking for ways to spend less trips to the grocery store and make your dollar go further, so saving you money, and maybe stocking your pantry with things that have a longer shelf life, while still being able to create delicious food that's going to nourish your body for health, then we hope that you find these tips helpful. I'm Dr. Pauline So from Arc of Life Chiropractic Natural Health Group in Ottawa, and here are some of our tips. So I like to think of it as what is one of the most simplest, basic kind of meals that people have been having for generations that costs very little and that also, again, has a really long shelf life. And that would be rice and beans. And so we're going to take that principle and expand on it. And so I'm going to give you some examples of maybe some, better, higher nutrition products that you can do that serves that same principle. So as far as rice, we've gone here with a brown basmati rice, so maybe changing up your regular rice to something that has a higher nutrition content. It's also very filling and very hearty, so you can use less of it and still feel full. Quinoa is another great source. It's a super grain, it's a superfood, amazing qualities on that, and a lot of different ways you can use that. Some nice whole rolled oats here, some corn flour. So stay tuned because we'll show you a different video on how you can make something amazing using this corn flour. A pasta, so pasta is a great treat, and what we do in our house, this pasta that our daughter loves is a quinoa and brown rice pasta, and so that's just a better way of getting more nutrition, again, out of your pasta. And then as far as protein sources go, so if you do eat meat, then this would be a great opportunity to eat less meat. And maybe, and if you do eat meat, then look at where you're sourcing it from and try to have smaller quantities, and those you can, again, keep in small quantities in your freezer. But a good opportunity to maybe, try something different or eat less meat or no meat. And so that would be some great vegan sources. So as far as lentils, as far as beans, so we're talking about pulses here and legumes. So you can either get them dried, which have a really long shelf life, or even canned as well too. Makes them very, very convenient. Again, good shelf life on those. Try to buy organic when you can. Tofu, and so tofu is getting a lot more popularity than it did in the past, but certainly something I've been eating since I was a kid. And so tofu has a good fridge life of a good 2 to 3 months, so you can make that go a long way. And as far as dairy, instead of milk, maybe trying a different source like a nut milk or an oat milk, and especially if you're getting them in a box and one that doesn't need refrigeration, then you'll only need to refrigerate that after it's been opened. So great shelf life on that. As far as healthy fats go, we love to eat, nuts and seeds are a great source of a snack. And as far as oil, so you can use an olive oil, a great quality olive oil for finishing, for throwing that on top of pasta at the end, or your vegetables after they've been cooked, or using that in a salad dressing. And then for cooking, we like to use ghee or olive oil, ghee or coconut oil. And then some good salts and seasonings, so sea salt, pepper, garlic powder, and if you haven't used cumin, it's a great spice that can really add a lot of flavor, and again, doesn't cost very little. So you don't have to have a whole cupboard of spices, but a few basic ones would be great. As far as snacks go, then we do also like to have some popcorn on hand. So instead of bags of chips, a good non-GMO popcorn will make where a little bit goes a long way. And so that's a nice healthy treat. Some frozen blueberries are also a great treat, as well as some dark chocolate. Just a little square goes a long way. And then when it comes to our healthy vegetables and produce, this would be a great opportunity for a lot of these things, as well as especially for when it comes to your healthy produce, that you look at local small groceries that are near you, maybe a CSA or a farmer that might deliver or something like that would be good. So things like carrots and cucumbers, apples, all great snacks. You could even use apples to make, a nice dessert out of that. Broccoli, cauliflower, some nice greens like bok choy. We love bok choy in our house. So again, this would be something that has, a longer fridge life, I would say. Lemon and lime, really good for making things taste really, really fresh, even again, just water, but again, some, guacamole or pico or something like that. And then some potatoes, very versatile, and tasty. And then also like mushrooms, tomatoes. Tomatoes don't have a long shelf life, but this would be good when you do go to the grocery store, that you use this a little sooner and make a nice salsa or pico de gallo with that. And maybe one last thing that you might not have thought about would be cabbage. So cabbage, one of the most nutritious, vegetables you can get with a really great shelf life, and a little bit goes a long way. So I hope that you found that helpful. If you did, feel free to share it, feel free to comment. We'd love to hear from you. And we hope everybody is staying healthy at this time and taking care of each other. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.